Hi, this is Nina Mueller, and I am one of the client service partners for your firm, responsible for providing ongoing training and support to you and your colleagues on the Bloomberg Tax platform. This video will give you a quick and high-level introduction to the core content and search functionality on the Bloomberg Tax platform. By no means is this a comprehensive training, but this will give you an excellent starting point for your tax research needs. To get started, Bloomberg Tax is a fully comprehensive, one-stop shop research platform that has all of the critical resources that you will need to be effective in your role as a tax practitioner. You'll find as we go along that the platform is logically organized, and it's really easy to navigate, whether you focus on federal, state, or international tax. You'll see the tabs here at the top blue toolbar that will allow you to get into those libraries. This video will focus primarily on the federal content. However, keep in mind that the general flow and organization is very consistent across all three libraries, and there are additional videos available for more in-depth looks at state and international. Each tab is also organized in a very similar manner. You'll see the global tax intelligence search bar here at the top of the page, and then as you scroll down, all of the content available in that particular library is sectioned into boxes that you see here. Expert analysis will always be located in the top left. This is where you'll find the expert practitioner written commentary and analysis that will help you make sense of and navigate the complex tax laws and topics in your particular area of focus. There are three key libraries on the federal side that I want to emphasize. First, the fast answers here at the top. Second, the tax practice series, the first link under additional analysis. And lastly, the renowned Bna Portfolios available here in the middle. Depending on the topic and the scope of your particular question, you will want to look at one or more of these three libraries for guidance. For your quick, everyday questions, the Fast Answers are a really excellent place to start. The Fast Answers library has over 5,000 frequently asked questions of tax research. These are the most common, the most critical questions your peers and your clients are asking every day. We've organized them here by topic, covering the entire Internal Revenue Code, and then also in question and answer format, which provides you with access to a brief, instructive, and importantly, an accurate answer. You'll also notice as you move through the libraries on the platform that the table of contents is easily accessible from this page, with blue plus signs that allow you to drill down by topic. We also have a search bar at the top of most libraries that will reflect the particular collection that you're within. This allows you to do a targeted keyword search across, in this case, the Fast Answers. Clicking into one as an example, I want you to see the format of these Fast Answers. Again, it provides a brief instructive answer to a commonly asked question. The great thing here is that we also provide links to the underlying reference material, whether it's the source material here so you can quickly click into it, or the corresponding tax practice series, which offers a more in-depth explanation. Following that link will take you to the next level analysis, which is again what we call the tax practice series. This library provides additional explanation and clarification. You'll see additional live links to the source material throughout, and then also real-world examples to help you build your practical understanding and your application. Again, these are written by expert practitioners. Going back to the federal homepage, once again, you'll see the tax practice series library is also linked here in the expert analysis box under additional analysis. When you click in, it has the same functionality that we saw in the Fast Answers. In fact, this is the same exact table of contents as the Fast Answers, and then also you have your search bar here at the top as well. For most of your research questions, the Fast Answers and Tax Practice series are going to be the best place to start. You can read through both in a matter of minutes and get live links to the underlying source material and other references that you need. This brings us to the Bna Portfolios. The portfolios are the most comprehensive, in-depth analysis of any tax topic that you can get both here on the platform and in the broader industry. They take a tax topic and they walk you through every detail, every nuance from A to Z. Once again, they are written by expert practitioners and they provide unparalleled practical guidance. So as a reminder, the Fast Answers and the Tax Practice Series libraries are often the best place to begin your research. And then I recommend navigating into the portfolios only when you're dealing with a complex issue that requires deep and holistic understanding. We're going to come back to the portfolios a little bit later in the video when we cover search functionality. Moving on to some of the other boxes here on the platform. The Tax Reform and Featured Topics box is shown in the top right of the federal, state, and international pages. This box will house a variety of the most important topics and issues of the moment. So keep in mind this could change as time goes on. In fact, it probably will. And it does vary also by the library that you're within. So you're going to see different links included on the state and the international versions. This is our way of bubbling up key content so our clients can navigate directly into them in a matter of seconds. Below that, on the right-hand side, you'll see several boxes dedicated to your primary source material. Bloomberg Tax has comprehensive coverage of the current and archived Internal Revenue Code, Treasury regulations, IRS agency documents, and case law. These libraries, once again, have a similar layout to the other collections that we've seen so far in the platform, including easy navigation via the table of contents and the search bar here at the top. We're going to cover effective ways to navigate into primary source material like the Internal Revenue Code when we get to the search functionality. This brings us to the Practice Tools library, which is located here on the left beneath the Expert Analysis box. So in addition to the primary source material and the expert practitioner written commentary, we have also developed an incredibly robust library of actionable, practical, and time-saving tools. So this includes things like our practice guides and checklists, which offer step-by-step guidance on key transactions and elections. Additionally, below that, our tax prep guides offer line-by-line coverage of the most common tax forms. You'll also notice a whole host of other content, including the tax forms themselves in both PDF and interactive format, a series of tax calculators, including around tax reform topics like 199 Cap A and GILTI, but also a general library here of all of the tax calculators. And then further down, you'll see our sample documents, which include things like our comprehensive library of client letters and IRS response letters, which provide pre-made templates that you can use in communication with your clients as well as with the IRS. Additionally, we have an elections and compliance statements, which again offer pre-made language by entity type. We don't have time in this video to cover each of these libraries in depth, but I will show you in a little generally how to search across these items and find the practice tools for any topic at hand. I do want to take a moment to emphasize how important the practice tools are, as they translate our analysis into actionable terms and help you save time in your role so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Each of these collections is searchable on their own, similar to how we've seen in other libraries. So for example, if I click into the Elections and Compliance Statements library, you will see the search bar here at the top as well as the table of contents here. Going back to the federal homepage once more, this brings us to our news, which is located in the bottom right. This is a hugely important component of your Bloomberg Tax subscription. It's going to help you stay up to date and informed on breaking news and the most critical developments for your clients. We're going to circle back to news at the end of the video. Now that you have a general idea of how content is laid out on the Bloomberg Tax platform and the libraries available to you here, it's time to cover search. Most often, we see that tax practitioners utilize the search option to quickly and seamlessly navigate into related content by topic. Let's get into some of the best practices for running effective and efficient searches on Bloomberg Tax. Bloomberg Tax has a tax intelligence search bar, which allows you to search across one particular library or all of the content that you have access to in one fell swoop. You can change what you're searching across using the drop-down here. Let's start by searching from a topical perspective first. When you start typing, you'll see search suggestions populate for you below the search bar. These are pre-made searches that align to the most critical topics across all of tax. Best practice number one is to select the search suggestion that aligns to what you're searching for. This builds out a tax intelligence search string here at the top, and just generally make sure that everything that shows up here in your search results is really relevant for what you're searching for. Essentially, this search suggestion ensures that you're starting out on the right footing. There are a few aspects of the search results page that I want to highlight for you. First, on the right, you're going to see a unique feature on the Bloomberg Tax platform. what we call our Bna picks. This is where your eyes should go first. We have an entire team of subject matter experts that are curating this just for you, providing direct links into the most relevant, most recommended coverage for the topic at hand. Essentially, it's a shortcut and an excellent starting point from a topical perspective. It will always provide a definition of the topic so you can get your bearings here. If there has been recent developments in this area, we'll provide links into the regulations or the other items that you should be looking at. And then below that, you're going to see direct links into the key analysis for this topic. This includes the top portfolios. Now, once again, remember that portfolios are not always the best starting point. However, they will be linked here first as a really easy entry point into that in-depth coverage should you need it. I always encourage people to look at the related analysis section, which will link the tax practice series, which again is more of that high-level overview. So this can be a really excellent place for you to start. Below that, you'll also see the fast answers option, which is going to provide the key frequently asked questions for this topic. Again, another excellent place to start. Further down in the Bna pick, you'll also notice a section for practice tools. Again, these are really important and you should always be looking for the relevant practice tools for the topic at hand. This is not a comprehensive list of the practice tools in this area, but again, it's just some of the most recommended material that's been pulled out. For a comprehensive list of the practice tools and the other items, you can narrow by collection here on the left-hand side. Since I searched across the federal library as a whole, I'm going to see different collections for each of the boxes on the federal homepage listed here. So this allows you to narrow your search down based on what you're looking for, whether it be primary source material or news or the practice tools. I do encourage looking at the practice tools collection to see the full array of coverage that we have here. So this is going to include results for all of the practice tools that we have for this topic, but you'll see that you can further narrow down by collection here on the left, such as by the tax prep guides, elections and compliance statements, and the practice guides and checklists here on the left. Going back to your search results page, down the center of the page, you're going to see all of your results. They're sorted by collection and then by relevance. Portfolios are always going to show up first at the top. However, that doesn't mean that you should always go into the portfolios. Again, as a reminder, the portfolio should be reserved for your more complex or nuanced questions. Oftentimes, I recommend that users scroll down to the additional analysis section, just like I did. This is going to include your tax practice series and the fast answers, as well as some other great starting points. When deciding what to select here, you can use the Show Details toggle on the right-hand side, which will populate out some context and allow you to read through. There's also the Show More Extracts option, which allows you to read further. When I do click in, you're going to see a few things here. So first, my search term is going to be highlighted throughout the document for easy reading. Then you'll also notice that the Bna pick has actually followed you into the analysis. So this feature is not just going to appear within search, but it's going to follow you in many places throughout the platform. And it operates in the same exact way. You'll reference it for links to the most relevant related content. This is a great way to navigate into the portfolios should you need that in-depth discussion. It's always going to be linked here at the top. And then it's also a great way to pull up the key practice tools. So in this example, I have some checklists, client letters, election statements, and practice guides that I probably want to take a look at. One other option for search that I want to mention quickly is the ability to search by citation. So once again, the search bar is tax intelligent, which means that when you start typing in a code section, our search is going to recognize that and give you a few options. First, to search across all of the tax content and pull in the analysis, the practice tools, the news, and the other commentary on that citation. Or you can go directly to the document, which will pull up that code section. To navigate directly into other primary source material, we do have the Go to Document feature here on the top right, which is defaulted to the code, but you can use the drop down to change this to any of the primary source material that we have. And so long as you know the citation, you can go directly into that material very easily. This brings us back to the news. So I want to scroll down here to the bottom. As I mentioned earlier, this is an incredibly important component of the Bloomberg Tax platform. Bloomberg is a news-driven organization, and we have tons of resources dedicated to providing our clients with timely, accurate, and in-depth news coverage from a federal, state, and international perspective. News and journals will always be located on the bottom right of each page. So again, you'll find the state and the international news in the bottom right as well. The best way to manage your email alerts is to scroll up to the top, hover over your name in the top right-hand corner, and go to Manage Email. This will show you both what you're currently signed up to receive here on the right under Selected Emails, as well as everything you're eligible to receive here down the center. I do encourage you to sign up for the Daily Tax Report newsletter in your particular area of focus, whether that's federal, state, or international, and then any of the other journals that you're interested in. You can sign up by simply checking the box. That brings us to the end of our quick training. Keep in mind that there are support resources at the bottom of any page on the tax platform. Our 24/7 help desk is down at the bottom, slightly obscured by my bubble here, but it offers real-time research support via chat, email, or phone. Don't hesitate to reach out to our research specialist with any questions that you have. Additionally, our professional learning portal here offers complimentary CPE-eligible webinars on a host of key topics. You can access that here as well. Lastly, for additional support, you can reach out to myself. Again, I'm Bna Mueller. My email is amuller@bloombergindustry.com. I'm more than happy to connect one-on-one or answer questions via email. There's also a collection of video tutorials here at the bottom under Help. Thank you so much for watching my video.